From the foundation to the shingles and everything in between, we're back on Lake Houston Home Advisors, RadioKair, with Wesley Brice and your host, Jesse McMullen. Wesley, man, we've talked a lot about good, better, best, Sargon's Roofing Company, attic ventilation. Let's discuss what kind of partnerships we best look for. I know, but I want you to talk to the listeners out there, like realtors, insurance agents. Who do we work for? What kind of benefits can we bring to them? How can we add value to their business?
So in order to be a successful construction company, you have to have a vast majority of clients basically have to be from all over the map. And that's really kind of what we do is we focus on particular groups. And it's a great question. And one of our big ones right off the bat are insurance brokers. Mm-hmm. Shout out Helix Insurance Group. Always going to shout them out. And then we also have Goosehead here locally.
Candy Griffith,
yep. And Megan Black.
Yep.
We love working with insurance brokers because they know that we will help their clients get a just outcome if the insurance isn't playing ball, and we do a really good job. So a lot of times when homeowners have an issue with their house, their first thing is not to call claims number. They're going to call their insurance agent.
Yeah, a lot of times it's their friend, honestly.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. So what an insurance agent is going to do is basically say, well, if you need somebody to help guide you need good work done, they can throw our name out there, right? And then it is up for the homeowner to call us at that point. Mm-hmm. But we like working with insurance brokers because we also do love to put on new roofs and help homeowners get better insurance premiums once they have that new roof. So that's really where the brokers, where we trade off, is we give them new clients and they give us clients, and everybody's happy.
So why would they get a new insurance when they get a new roof? Why don't you explain that to homeowners?
So everybody knows the crazy prices of insurance increases, and these premiums are just skyrocketing.
So are the deductibles.
So are the deductibles. One of the main factors of your policy, other than the dwelling, which is the value of your house and the property that they're insuring, first thing the insurance company's going to ask is, how old is your roof? Well, if your roof is older than 10, 12 years old, they're going to base the coverage and the price of the coverage off of the age of the roofs. It's simply risk assessment. An insurance company is going to insure or charge a lot less for a lot less risk policy. Mm-hmm. The older your roof, the riskier the policy, the more you're going to pay. Also, we have these actual cash value and RPS, these roof payment surface endorsements on older roofs. Well, those kind of go away once you put a new roof on, because now you can be insured for the full cost of your roof, and it's brand new, so you get that premium discount or a lowered rate, and the discount can come if you put on energy efficient products or hail impact rated products, which is why we do offer our impact resistant line.
Yeah, that's some great information. Who else? What about with real estate agents? So
real estate agents are one of our biggest network. We work with all types: KW Northeast,
JLA,
Atascocita. The list really goes on with realtors, and where we find value that we can offer realtors is that, one, we do really thorough inspections, and we don't charge really for our inspection. If you need, a realtor needs an honest assessment of their roof or their property, we will go out there, take our drone pictures, and give them an honest assessment and put that on paper for them. Mm-hmm. What our biggest thing is what we find is, if a homeowner needs a new roof because it's older and they're trying to sell their house, well, who's going to pay for that new roof, right? Is the buyer going to pay? Is the seller going to pay? Are they going to meet in the middle? And these are the things that always come up with these houses. So, you've developed, and I've been part of it, and what we offer is a pay at closing program. So Sargon offers to install your roof under contract. You can pick the good, better, best. We still offer all the packages, but we will actually install that roof. We did 2 of these last week where we pay for the materials, the labor, everything up front, and the title company will actually pay us once the funds are transferred on closing. Yeah. That is the key with realtors, where there are not a lot of contractors that are offering this. First off, you have to have capital. Okay, so you have to be a successful business to even think about offering. And that's what Sargon is. So we do have the resources and the capital to offer that. And what we try to do is just make sure we're finding the best fit for that. Sometimes the seller is only going to put on the good package, but the buyer's going to live there 15 years. Yeah. The buyer wants the best. Well, okay, that's fine. The buyer just pays the difference of the package. So realtors are great in that aspect. We're always looking for new realtors and educating them. Guys, reach out to Jesse, reach out to myself if you want us to come and give your realtors or your lenders a simple ventilation class and a little education on this pay at closing. We strive on community events and hosting lunches for these people because we are not trying to withhold information. We want to educate everyone. That way they make the best decision. So realtors, and then we also have our customers. Our biggest referral network partner is our customers.
Absolutely.
So what happens when we go into, and I like using Deer Park for an example because they had a hailstorm where there was multiple roofs affected. Well, I did Mr. Vickers, shout out Charlie Vickers in Deer Park, mailman. I did his roof 11 years ago. Okay, not even with Sargon, but he called us. He called me, and Sargon went. After the hailstorm, we battled with the insurance as we normally have to, a State Farm or Allstate. We got not only his roof approved, but we did almost the entire street.
Sure
the
did.
reason we were able to do that is because of the quality of the work and the communication and the education that we present. So a lot of companies are good at talking the talk, and they will sell you on anything. At the end of the day, yes, am I a salesman? Yeah, you can. But I really like to consider myself as an educator first, then I'll sell you on the product. So customers, huge. I mean, we have a long list. And then, believe it or not, insurance carriers. Some insurance carriers have taken notice to what Sargon is doing and have decided that maybe we are the good guys at the end of the day. So we actually get referrals from them as well. So what Sargon has done is embedded ourselves into the community around a big network of people, including insurance brokers, realtors, homeowners, customers, insurance carriers, business owners, you kind of name it. To where we are doing exactly as what we've discussed in the last 30, 45 minutes is putting out good work, quality work at a fair price alongside with educating homeowners.
Absolutely. And I did want to say one more thing that you left out for our realtors is we understand the importance and the timeline constraints of an option period. So we do offer same day estimates for realtors. We know that can be valuable, and those estimates are a number that you can actually go to the negotiating table with, confident that we're going to back that number up when it does come time to do the roof. So keep that in mind. We do have to take a short break here. We just heard about our referral partners, mainly insurance agents and realtors. When we come back, we're going to touch on a couple other things that Sargon offers that we haven't spoke about yet. And we'll have a little more fun. We'll talk to you in just a second after a quick break from our sponsors. From the foundations of the shingles and everything in between, we're back on with Lake Houston Home Advisors on RadioKair with Wesley Brice and your host, me, Jesse McMullen. Wesley, man, it's been a kind of action-packed episode here. What I did want to talk about, we haven't touched, Sargon does other things than just shingled roofs. So let's talk about that a little bit.
So yeah, first and foremost, I mean, roofing does come. I mean, it's Sargon roofing, but that last and restoration does mean something to us, and we do hold valuable. So we offer a variety of construction services, roofing, full exteriors, which means siding. If you need fascia, soffit, painting, gutters, we do tons and tons of gutters. We offer 5 and 6 inch gutters, custom made seamless on site, relatively fair. A lot cheaper than a lot of homeowners think, which is a nice upgrade. Interior work, we run into a lot of interior problems with roof leaks, so there's sheetrock involved, but we also do kitchens and baths, flooring. We do not focus in our prime, we don't just go out and looking for interior work. A lot of times it's when the exterior is involved, but we do. We certainly, an example is Kingwood. We had a house about a month ago. It got struck by lightning. That entire project entailed remodeling a kitchen, doing tons of work on the inside, a full chimney, 40-foot brick chimney rebuild, replacing the roof, fascia, gutter. So everything that I just talked about, we did on one house in less than 2.5 weeks of work.
Yeah, you can see that video on our Facebook at Sargon Roofing.
Absolutely. So some other services that we offer are just simple roof inspections, roof tune-ups, maintenance packages, commercial maintenance packages. Our job is to prolong the life of any product on your house if we have to, so you don't have to replace it. So there are preventative measures for almost anything, to painting your house, for example. If paint's going to last 15 years if you use a really good paint. Paint's not going to last 15 years if it's a less quality. So
did you happen to say commercial in there? What do we do that's commercial? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so residential and commercial. When it comes to commercial, we specifically focus on exteriors, which is roofing and the gutter systems. Sometimes the siding and painting, but big thing here is commercial roof coatings. And instead of replacing these very large commercial roofs, there's actually the restoring part, hence the word restoration. So, for example, if you have a 20-year-old metal building that has a metal roof and there's leaks going on all around it, well, there's new products that have been coming out over the last 20 years, and they just keep getting better and better. There are silicone and acrylic coatings where we actually go and fully restore the roof and put a new roof on top of a roof with a coating, giving you a manufacturer warranty, a tax write-off for your business. And these products are meant to last.
You brought up tax benefit. I just want to touch on that a little more. So a roof coating is considered a maintenance. Basically, if you do a roof coating, you can get that entire money back your next tax year as maintenance. Whereas if you replace the entire roof, you have to depreciate that over 7 to 10 years with your taxes. So that's a huge benefit there, along with the energy savings, like you were saying, and everything else.
Yeah, when we're talking about energy savings, I mean, we're talking about, over 90% reflectivity of sunlight off of this roof. Mm-hmm. Your AC, I think we're seeing 6-7 degrees on the inside of buildings.
We've actually had customers that have done a rebate audit. So the electric company come in and they checked to see their usage before we coated the roof and then after, and they ended up getting rebates from the actual electric company for how efficient the roof made their building.
Yeah, a properly installed coating with your no dollar limit, which is an NDL warranty from the manufacturer, is putting a roof on top of a roof for a third of the cost.
Yep.
If you were to replace some of these roofs, it would be a logistical nightmare for an operating business. So these coatings we can come in there and do while your business is operating, instead of shutting the doors down and having just a big mess going on while you're operating. So coatings are relatively hassle-free and can be done during business hours. There are some factors, which is weather. Weather can hinder you a little bit, but you can always work around the weather and keep your doors open. So I always encourage people with businesses and roofs, especially that are metal or 15 years or older, just have us come out and take a look. It's free for us to inspect. It's free for our advice. It's free for our education. If you do need something, we can present that into a bid for you with some options. And when the time is right, we're ready to go. But the first step is getting Sargon Roofing and Restoration to come out there and just give you an honest, a realistic assessment, not a sales pitch, but I always say we let the pictures of the roof do the talking for us.
Yep, and they generally do. So that was really good to touch on coatings. And if any business owners out there would like an inspection, please give us a call at 8334-SARGON. We'd be happy to come help you out. Wesley, what else have we got going on? It's coming into the holidays. I know there's some newer, exciting things we got going on. So why don't you tell the homeowners a little bit about that?
I mean, 'tis the season to be jolly. Sargon Roofing and Restoration, we've decided, another part of the community is getting the area ready for the holidays. So we know Halloween's here, but hey, after Halloween decorations come Christmas decorations, and we will be installing Christmas lights. We actually will utilize our roofing crews because they are the ones that you really want installing your Christmas lights. We are fully insured. These are people that walk on roofs every day. They know how to take care of the roof and not damage it when installing lights. So we are ready to rock and roll. We are going to be installing Christmas lights all throughout Kingwood, Humble, and Atascocita. You'll probably see our signs floating around here in the next week or two. It's just something that additional that we offer to, once again, keep involved in the community, keep our guys busy through the slow season. And, once again, Christmas lights, it's a peace of mind thing. You don't want to be out there untangling all your cords, falling off the ladder, going to the hospital for your, you don't want to be Santa Claus coming down the chimney. So call a professional company to install your lights professionally, take them down professionally, keep them organized for you, give them back to you so you're ready to just call us again next year and you don't have to worry about the hassle.
So this is going to air after tonight. But what do you got going on tonight in the community? What are you doing, or tomorrow night with the school?
Oh, so my daughter goes to Pine Forest Elementary. We are doing, Sargon's going to be hosting and sponsoring a trunk or treat. That is going to be tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. in the parking lot of Pine Forest Elementary. We have candy for days. We're going to have some decorations. So it's all about the kids. I mean, with Sargon especially, I mean, we do parades, Christmas parades. You can't really name an event here that we're not trying to get involved in and trying to find a way to sponsor. Sargon is all about giving back to the community, keeping the kids happy. I mean, that's what we are trying to do, and being a face of the community, because believe it or not, I live in the community now, and y'all guys are stuck with me and Jesse for a long time to come.
So Wesley, why don't you tell people how they can get a hold of you?
So first and foremost, our office number is 833-4-SARGON. My cell phone, I'm the general manager. My cell phone is 832-306-6894. That's how you can reach me direct. I usually will respond within 30 minutes via text or a phone call. Online, sargonroofing.com. Facebook.
Yep. At Sargon Roofing, Instagram at Sargon Roofing, and Twitter at Sargon Roofing.
I'll tell you what, guys. One thing Jesse is the best at is making a presence and building. You don't have to look far to find us. Hey, guys, feel free to drop by the office anytime. We're right next door to Amadeo's Italian restaurant off of Loop 494, across the street from Lowe's. If you're going to get some stuff for your house to do a project and you want some help or some advice, come by and give us a shout.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Lake Houston Home Advisors. I think that was a pretty good episode with Mr. Wesley Brice, the man, the myth, the legend. We look forward to talking to you all next week. Have a great evening.